Okay, today, Unit 8, Lesson 5, SAB page 357 through 360. We're going to be talking about functions and equations. When I say functions, I'm talking about function tables. You can think of them as input-output boxes where you do this kind of thing. At the beginning of the year, guys, we talked about how input-output boxes for you no longer have just one rule, they're multi-rule, and that definitely is the case here. That's going to hold true. So we're going to look at some of these function tables and solve them, okay? Get your SAB book out. All right, so we're just going to do what the words in the rules say to do to start with, and then eventually we're going to have to find our own rules. So input goes 1, we're going to multiply that by 4. 1 times 4 is 4. We're going to subtract 2, that's 2. 2 times 4 is 8, minus 2 is 6. 3 times 4 is 12, minus 2 is 10. Okay, and these just fill in going the other way. They actually just 4, 5, and 6. Okay, multiply by 20 and add 5. 1 times 20 is 20, plus 5 is 25. 2 times 20 is 40, plus 5, 45. This would be 3. It's going backwards. Subtract 5, which you get 60, and then 60 divided by 20, which is 3. Okay, and this one happens to be 4 as well. 5 is 105, and 125. Okay. Let's breeze down here and go on. We're going to divide by 5, and then we're going to add 1. So 10 divided by 5, right, is 2, plus 1 is 3. 20 divided by 5 is 4, plus 1 is 5. 7, right, going backwards, multiply by 5. Okay, 7 minus 1 actually is 6. Multiplied by 5 is 30. 40. Divide by 5 is 8, add 1 is 9. 10, right, subtract 1, 11 minus 1 is 10. Multiplied by 5 is 50, okay. 60, divide by 5 is 12, plus 1 is 13. All right, moving on. We're going to complete the rule this time. So how do I get 2 divided by 2, then add what? Well, gosh, how do I get close to 10? 2 divided by, gosh, if I divide it by 2, 2 divided by 2 is 1. How do I get 10? I have to add 10. Okay, so add 10 is my first thought. Let's try that on some of these others. 8 divided by 2 is 4. Add 10 is 14. That seems to hold true. Okay, let's try this next one. We're going to multiply by something and subtract 2. 1 multiplied by something and subtracting 2. Let's add 2 back. So that's 5. Well, 1 multiplied by 5 then. Let's make sure it holds true on another one. 4 times 5 is 20 minus 2. Yep, that holds true. Okay, so now we're just going to use the equation to complete the function tables here. Okay, and then we're going to look at what do we do to find the equation for the function table. So we're just going to plug 1 in for x, right? 3 times 1 is 3, plus 8 is 11. 2 times 3 is 6, plus 8 is 14. 3 times 3 is 9, plus 8 is 17. And 4 times 3, 12, plus 8 is 20. Okay, do you guys see how I'm just plugging those numbers in? Okay, let's go on. 30 is x, right? So 30 divided by 10 is 3, plus 3 is 6. 40 divided by 10 is 4, plus 3 is 7. 50 divided by 10 is 5, plus 3 is 8. 60 divided by 10 is 6, plus 3 is 9. All right. Again, I'm just plugging the x factor in where the x is in the equation. 10 times 2 is 20, minus 1 is 19. 3 times 10 is 30, minus 1 is 29. 4 times 10 is 40, minus 1 is 39. 5 times 10 is 50, minus 1 is 49. All right, now we have to decide the rule. Okay, what are we going to do? And then we're going to turn these words into an equation, like these equations up here with the unknown in them. Okay, multiply by 2, then add what? 1 times 2 is 2. What do we have to add to get to 9? Well, we'd add 7. Let's double check and make sure that works somewhere else. Okay, 5 times 2 is 10 plus 7. Yep, that works. Okay, so in order to get y equals 2x plus 7. So we're just writing an algebraic expression to say what our answer is. Okay, let's take a look at this next one. We're going to divide by something and then subtract 4. Okay, kind of tricky. I'm going to come and do this one down here. Okay, so 8, 24, and 8. What do they have in common? 3. Okay, so I think it's divide by 3. Let's try it out. 12 divided by 3 is 4. Subtract 4 gets me 0. All right, good, good, good. Okay, so my equation is y equals x divided by 3 minus 4. And if you want to, you can put parentheses in here, but you don't have to have those according to our order of operations. Okay. All right, let's go on. These are just those same kind of problems, but into words. George has plans to save $15 each week. The table shows his total savings for any number of weeks. Using the variables S and W, write an equation that shows his savings. Well, he saves, right? Savings equals 15W, $15 per week. A group of bird watchers hikes 8 miles in the morning, then 2 miles each hour for each hour in the afternoon. The table shows the total number of miles hiked for the afternoon. We need to use the table and write an equation, M and H, okay, that shows miles is a function of the number of hours hiking in the afternoon. Okay, so miles equals automatically 8, because they hike 8 hours in the morning, right? Plus, however many hours they hike in the afternoon, they hike 2 miles for those hours. So 2 hours, 2 times the hours that they hike. Okay. The Square Dance Club has 400 members, but has been losing about 10 members each month. The table shows the membership after a number of months. Using the variables M and N, write the equation. So membership is going to equal, they started at 400, so we have to start with 400. And then we're going to subtract their losing, so subtract 10 per month. 10, 8, M, sorry. Right? N. They used N, not M. Let me erase that and change that to an N. Okay? Let's go on to our next page. Okay, again, you're just looking at filling in some of these expressions. Hank is reading a book about a famous scientist. He plans to read 12 pages per day. Okay, so how many pages will he read? So it's like 2 times 12, right? 24. 3 times 12, 36. 4 times 12, 48. 5 times 12 is 60. So on the 5th day, he'll have read 60 pages. Each family going to the school play must make a $10 donation. In addition, the play tickets cost $2 each. So if they buy 6 tickets, so it's like 10 up front, right? Plus 2 for each person. Okay, so this is 10 up front and 2 times 3. So that's 16. 10 up front, 10 plus 4 times 2 is 8, so 18. 10 up front plus 10 is 20. Okay, 10 up front plus 2 times 12 is 22. Okay, so my expression for this one, right, it was 10 plus, I'm going to put this in parentheses, T, 2T. Okay, $2 times the tickets that they need. Total cost is $22. Make that a $sign. All right. Jonah has $120 to spend money on her trip, and she estimates she's going to spend $20 per day. So this is a backwards one. On day 2, she will have spent $40, so she'll have 80. Backwards again, 60, 40, and 20. After 3 days, how much money will she have left? She's going to have $60. Sal and Yoko have a leaf raking business. For each house, they charge $3.50 per hour plus an additional $10 to haul away bags. Okay, so it's like saying $3.50 times H plus 10. Okay, $3.50 times H plus 10. I want you guys to solve this out. I'm going to do $3.50. There's a decimal there. Okay, $3.50 times H plus 10. Okay, and that's going to equal E. I want you guys to solve this out, and we'll share out together tomorrow.